Yes guys, it's FPL Guy here and welcome back to the FPL Guy YouTube channel. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. So let's not waste any time today, let's get straight into the Game Week 6 team selection. Just one thing to point out, if you're new to the channel and haven't seen any of my videos before, please consider subscribing and dropping a like on the video, it really helps the channel, and I'll be posting a lot of content all throughout the season helping you guys make very important decisions. With that being said guys, I hope you enjoy and let's get into it. Wow, what a game week that was. So many things went wrong. If your score was very low like mine, then do not worry. Just remember, there's still a lot of game weeks to go. There's 38 game weeks in the season and we've only done 5 so far. So there's plenty of time to catch up. For me, 59 points above average, which is nice. But still, it was quite a bad score. When I saw that Trent wasn't even in the squad, personally, I know a lot of you guys were very disappointed. But me, I was kind of happy because, well, you can see I didn't really have Trent in my team. So I thought, wow, this is the game week where I'm going to boost up the ranks because I'm going to have some differentials that nobody has. And guess what? My man Richarlison, of course, I bring him in and out of nowhere, he's got an injury. And I'm going to talk about him a little bit later on. But this was the game week that I really wanted to play against Norwich at home. He was going to be a very nice differential. And I went for him over Jimenez because of that. And unfortunately, he is injured. These things happen. So we just have to move on. I mean, overall, I got 59 points. And defensively, nothing much. Only White coming in with that clean sheet plus the 1 bonus point, which is nice. The rest of the defense, awful. Moving on to the midfield, Salah. At least I got the captaincy right this game week. Salah, 12 points, double to 24. Very nice. We always like to see that. Jota blanking again. Benrahma getting that goal against United. Not many people expected it. So if you had him and played him, then very well done. 10 points. Fernandes, honestly, he could have gotten so much more. He set up Ronaldo for the first one, which could have been an assist. He hit the post as well, which could have been a goal. And in the second half, he also set up Ronaldo again, which he missed. So that he could have really been on a haul there. So that was quite unlucky for us Fernandes owners. Sissoko was the person who just came on for Richarlison since he didn't play and he only got 2 points. And Ronaldo scoring again 6 points, so I mean no complaints there. On the bench, well, as I mentioned, Richarlison didn't play. Reguilon 1 point, so I guess that's good. I had Sissoko first on my bench, so he got subbed on, and Scarlett 0 points. So we always like to have a look at the FPL Guy mini league just before I show you guys my plans and my Game Week 6 team. So top 3 at the moment is Richie, Sergio and Athav. Athav 435 points and an overall rank of 29. That is absolutely incredible. Top 50 in the world. Let's have a look at your team and what you're doing right because we need some of that. 84 points, absolutely smashed it. Saar was the man, the big differential that got you those points. You also had Rudiger, who actually came in clutch, scored that goal towards the end of that game. So that is phenomenal with the clean sheet. So I guess those 3 guys with Salah were your big hitters this week. Rudiger, Saar and Salah. Rafinha also came in clutch, as did Bamford. And Ronaldo getting in those tap-ins, what we like to see. Tierney also getting that clean sheet, very nice. So honestly, that is phenomenal what you just done there. Congratulations, that is a very, very solid team and an even better rank. Congratulations. Let's actually go back and have a look at the rest of the first page. So if you see your name on this first page of the FPL Guy Mini League, then congratulations, you are doing phenomenal. I'll scroll all the way down. So we're still in the top 20 here, top 20k, top 25 now. That is incredible. If you're top 100k right now, that is incredible. So you guys should be incredibly happy. Okay, now for my Game Week 6 plans. Now, if Richarlison just didn't get injured, I would have played a 4-4-2 and it would have been perfect. I would have saved my transfer, would have had 2 free transfers next week. Would have been phenomenal. Against Norwich at home as well. Oh, it really hurts. But these things happen. So, what am I going to do? I can still bank that transfer and save up 2 free transfers for next week. And that, if I do that, I'll need to bench Richarlison obviously and then play Sissoko. So I'll be playing a 4-5-1. That is something I am considering, just saving it. Although I know Sissoko is playing Newcastle and it's going to be at home, I still think that, you know, he's not that attacking type of player who will get those points. So although it's a good fixture, he's probably not going to be on the score sheet like that. So I am thinking of removing Richarlison and getting someone in. Now obviously the big player everyone's talking about right now is Antonio against Leeds. With all the injuries that Leeds have as well, Antonio could be an excellent shout and even a phenomenal captaincy option. Now I'm actually 0.1 short of him. I've got 7.8 to spend, he's 7.9, so unfortunately I can't actually afford him, so we have to look past him. So let me actually filter it down to 8.2 so I can see who I can afford. So let's go down this list and I'll tell you guys who I am considering. So we have Saint Maximin. Now he's actually doing really well and I was considering him over Richarlison last week, but at the end I went for Richarlison because that he's on penalties as well. So if you did go for Saint Maximin, then very good. He scored and he's looking great at the moment, and Wilson is still out, so he's still going to be very heavily involved in any goals that Newcastle score. So he's a decent pick, although I don't think I'm going to go for him. Then we have Ings. I can't afford him, but even if I could, I wouldn't go for him. Tony, I mean, a lot of people got rid of him and then he bangs 12 points. But right now, against Liverpool, West Ham, Chelsea, Leicester, that is not a nice run. So definitely, I'm not going to be considering him. Cavaloon is out. Morpay is the first option. Now, he's the first consideration that I'm having. He's going to play Crystal Palace away, which is a decent fixture. He's on penalties and he's pretty much secured his place. He's played 90 minutes for most of the games and he's looking decent. And then I'm looking at the next two fixtures because in Game Week 8 I do plan to wildcard. So at the moment I'm looking at the Crystal Palace game and then the Arsenal game, because then afterwards I'll be wildcarding. So that's not too bad. Crystal Palace and Arsenal at home, not too bad. So that's option 1 for me. Option 2 is going for a Watford attacker. Now Watford's attack isn't that good on paper, but the fixtures that they have may make it better. So the options are obviously Sarr, Dennis and King. Now King didn't play too much. Actually, I'll get to him. Let's talk about Dennis first. So Dennis, when King did play, Dennis did go out onto the left and he was a bit less effective. Although he scored, he did become a little bit less effective. So if King does start again, I don't really want to have Dennis in my team. So for that reason, I'm going to avoid him just for now. Okay, scrolling down, obviously Bamford, he's confirmed out for Game Week 6. Pukki is someone I could take. He is on penalties, but I just really don't like that Norwich attack, so I'm going to avoid. Wood, I'm going to avoid. Armstrong is the other option. Now against Wolves, he could get something, but as I said before, I'm looking at the next two fixtures. So the second game against Chelsea, there's no way I'm going to want him for that. Chelsea's defense is just too good, and plus he is going to be away, so he's a no. Richarlison, obviously I had him, need to remove him. Wilson was someone I could have considered if he was fit. He's got Watford and then Wolves, which is not bad, so that was a consideration. Here's the other person I was going to talk about, King. Now against Newcastle and Leeds, if he gets the start in both of these games, I think that he could be a decent option. He got 2 assists in this first game that he played full 90 minutes. It was against Norwich, so I mean we can take that into consideration, but Newcastle is just as bad defensively as Norwich is. Sorry to all the Newcastle fans, but I think if if King starts, then he could get something against Newcastle as well. And Leeds away, it's going to be a little bit tough. However, again, Leeds is a decent fixture to get some sort of attacking return. So that's what I'm currently thinking. And then when I scroll down, there's not really any other options. There is Jimenez, but I mean, he's had so many chances, but still, he has not got an attacking return. And I don't know if I should go for him now. He is on penalties. He is creating a lot of chances. And if he does break that bad run that he's on and he gets some sort of attacking returns, he will definitely be in the bonus. Definitely getting 3 or 2 because of how many chances he is currently creating. So if you have him, then yeah, definitely stick with him. So against Southampton away, Newcastle at home, that is also someone who I could think about, but I don't know right now. He's sort of a 50-50. And apart from that, there's really nobody else. Rodrigo is probably going to start with Bamford out. However, I just don't really, I guess, like him as a player. and as an FPL asset he could be decent against West Ham and Watford, but personally I'm going to stay away. So that leaves me with the 3 players I mentioned, which were Morpay, King and Jimenez. Now I'm leaning more towards Morpay just because King isn't 100% nailed on, and also Jimenez, again I mentioned, he's just, I don't know, he hasn't picked up that goal scoring form yet, and for that reason I am leaning towards Morpay. And so if I do this, I'll play a 4-4-2 formation with Ronaldo and Morpay up top. That will leave me with just one free transfer next game week. So that is something I am considering. The other option is what I already mentioned, to just save the transfer, play a 4-5-1 and have 2 free transfers next week. So this is how I would line up if I do not make any transfers. If I save the transfer, I'll play 4-5-1 and these are the players which will be in my starting 11. I would bench Ayling just because he's 50-50 to start, and in my opinion I do think he will start. However, West Ham, I do think that they will score, and Ayling, although he's a fullback, I don't think he's going to get attacking returns, so therefore I will play White. And now that's against Spurs, and you may think, oh, that's a tougher fixture, but I do think that Arsenal have a very small chance of keeping that clean sheet against Spurs. Now that is someone who I can easily just swap out for Ayling if I feel like. I'll look into the stats for these 2 players and the teams, and with that I will choose between Ayling and White, and I'll obviously post my final thoughts on that particular move over on my Instagram. Now apart from that, this is the rest of the structure of the team. Now obviously if I do get Morpay in or Jimenez or who was the other person? Oh, King. If I get any of those guys in, then this would be the formation I'll play, and obviously Richarlison will be the player who I bring in. As for captaincy, you can see that Ronaldo currently has the armband, and I don't think there's a real standout this week. We could go for Ronaldo. Salah against Brentford away, it could be a little bit tough. And if I scroll down and show you guys the fixtures, there's no real fixture this game week where you're going to be like, bang, this person's going to get the armband suddenly. There is obviously Antonio against Leeds, which is an option. I mean, all the big teams kind of are facing a tough opponent. So Chelsea, City, obviously that's going to be a tough game. Maybe not too many goals. United against Aston Villa, potentially you could see some goals here. Liverpool playing Brentford, whose defense is incredibly solid. And Arsenal, Spurs playing against each other as well. So I don't think there's going to be any games which is going to like absolutely thrash the opponent. So I think a maximum of 3 goals by one team, that's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing mostly 2 goals for a team, but that's about it. So we'll leave it at that for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to hit 600 subscribers by the end of the month, so please help me out. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, send it in your group chats. I would very much appreciate it, and drop a like on the video. It always helps out the channel. With that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.